This video is to provide pre-inspection training as well as operational training for the Ballymore drivable scissor lifts. This presentation does not relieve the user/operator from the responsibility of obtaining, reading, and fully understanding the applicable operations manual and other information provided by the manufacturer. In addition, the operator and employer are responsible for complying with federal, state, local, or provincial rules and regulation covering the proper use and operation of this product. Prior to using the lift, a pre-operation inspection must be conducted. Start by making sure that the operations manual is on the lift and familiarize yourself with the information in the manual. Walk around the lift, look to make sure that all decals are legible and in place. Look for any loose parts or damaged parts. If the lift has been damaged in any way, take it out of service, tag it out, and call for repairs. Verify there are no hydraulic leaks. Look for cracked welds or structural damage of any sorts. Look for any loose fasteners or pins. Inspect tires, wheels, and lug nuts. Inspect steering linkage and steer cylinder. Verify proper operation of the gate and latch. Next step in your preparation for using the lift is a ground function test. Turn the key to the ground control position. There will be a slight delay. Take the opportunity to look around. Use the toggle switch to raise the scissor lift. As the scissor lift is going up, hit the emergency stop button and confirm that all power has stopped. Now pull the emergency lowering valve to verify its operation. Last step prior to using the lift is the platform function test. Prior to entering the lift, make sure that the key is in the platform control position. Carefully climb into the lift. Remember 3 points of contact, whether it's 2 hands and 1 foot or 2 feet and 1 hand. While neither ANSI, SIA, or OSHA requires the use of a fall protection device, Ballymore recommends that all personnel in the platform use a full body harness with a lanyard attached to an authorized attachment point at all times. Test the deck extension. Verify that it slides smoothly both forward and backwards. Pull the emergency stop button out to turn the lift on. Test the horn. Test the emergency stop button. Push it in and the lights on the controller should all go off. The final step before using the lift is the workplace inspection. Take a minute to look up and confirm that there are no overhead obstructions or high voltage conductors. Look down for any drop-offs, holes, bumps in the floor, obstruction, debris, slopes, or any unsuitable or slippery surfaces. Be aware of any unauthorized personnel in the area. If you are outside, pay close attention to the weather and wind conditions. The lift should never be used in poor weather conditions. You are now ready to use the lift. We will now review the controller functions. Turn the unit on. After the unit is on, it will default to the drive position. In order to drive the lift, you must fully compress the deadman switch, and then move the joystick forward or backwards. In order to turn the lift, compress the deadman switch and press either the left or right button on the top of the joystick in the direction you choose to travel. In order to raise and lower the lift, ensure that it is in the raised and lower mode. Compress the deadman switch. Press forward to raise and pull back to lower. New operators should practice using the lift in an open area and turtle mode until they are completely comfortable with maneuverability of the lift. You are now ready to use your lift. Please remember to wear your safety harness at all times. Remember, never climb on the rails or add anything to the lift to gain any additional height. The most important thing to remember for a safety perspective is to use common sense and always be aware of your surroundings. Remember, this is a slab-style scissor lift, only to be used on hard, flat surfaces, never intended for off-road use. Only use the lift for its intended purpose. Never use it as a crane. Never use the lift if there is a maintenance problem or if the lift is in need of repair. Do not use the lift around an electrocution hazard. The maximum capacity of the lift is noted on page 2 and 3 of the operation manual, depending upon the model. The maximum capacity is equal to the occupants, any tools or materials brought up in the lift. This is the total capacity. If there are 2 people in the lift plus the tools, you must calculate the total weight. Never exceed the maximum capacity of the lift. If you have any concerns with any items during this testing process, do not use the lift. Lock it out and call for maintenance. Any questions or need of any additional support, please call Ballymore at 1-800-762-8327.